Tanaya writes, Dear Freak Show, until my mid-30s, I was a daily drinker. Never considered an alcoholic, but between weekend benders in college to business lunches and then happy hours, alcohol was always present part of most of my days. I slowed down a lot, and when I turned 40, I cut out all alcohol. Needless to say, but when drinking, none of my relationships really stuck. It was more of a hookup culture. Not that it was bad, just nothing long standing. Now that I am totally sober, it is so hard to date and be social unless I'm around other non-drinkers. I've been on a few dates this year, and it feels like the energy changes when I pass on ordering alcohol. Their drinking doesn't bother me, but when dates get glassy-eyed or their speech gets a little affected, I feel anxiety creep in, like that's what I used to look like. It really is troublesome to me. I later learned that I was, in fact, an alcoholic, but a high-functioning one. I know vegetarians who date meat eaters and people who have different religious backgrounds who have strong relationships, but am I wasting my time linking up with guys who are drinkers? It sounds bad, but it's so hard to find those who don't drink who are still desirable. I don't just want somebody. I'd like somebody I'm interested in, but most of the interesting people come with alcohol.
Yeah, it's going to be harder to find. I mean, but these people definitely exist. I think that there's dating websites. There's definitely groups on Facebook. And it's not because they necessarily had problems in the past. Maybe it's because they were affected by the family members, their parents. So it's going to be hard. But I think dating somebody that enjoys a glass of wine or two is kind of normal.
Is it not fair, but if you are a non-drinker and you don't, like, say you have say you're this lady who is sober and battling through it and making it, and you have a man who still goes out and drinks and comes home, climbs in bed, and has the alcohol smell on it. Like, what does that do to somebody who
It's tough.
is a sober person? I mean, because you don't want the triggers, and that seems like that would be a trigger.
Yeah, and you would get kind of PTSD from that too after smelling it. It's seeing them come home from doing things like that. But
Yeah.
relationships can still work like that. You just, I mean, it's understanding and a compromise that you got to deal with. But if you are somebody that is a recovering alcoholic, you probably don't want to be around somebody who is drinking, because then that's going to enable you to start drinking again.
Can the liquor,
Yeah.
like if the crawl in the bed thing, your man kisses you goodnight. Can the liquor on his breath be an issue?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like those kind
Yeah,
of
of
things. Because
course.
in my mind, I'm thinking, yeah, that might be a hard press, situation to be in if you're trying to stay sober and you got, can you be unequally yoked in this drinking world? Can you?
Yeah, it's going to be tough. You can find somebody that doesn't drink, though. They might lean on something else.
And it sounds like that's what you need too, because if you're looking at other people and I'm not going to say judging them, but you're obviously seeing the effects of alcohol in real time when you're seeing that. And it sounds like it's bothering you. So you probably do want to find somebody that isn't.
Question she's asking, am I wasting my time linking up with guys who are drinkers? Now, I know this is a needle in the haystack kind of thing, but if we have anybody who listens to this show who don't drink, do you limit your dating options to people who don't drink as well, so y'all can just have an old dudes kind of night? 888-429-0941. Out of the 321, I don't date anyone that drinks or smokes. There's a lot of people that don't drink, so don't limit your options. Drinking, smoking, etc. is a crutch.
Out of the 813, the hardest part about evolving yourself is changing the perception of people around you. I'm married to a high-functioning alcoholic, and he has been sober for a year. I haven't drank to stand beside him, but he has never asked me not to. He is struggling with how do you celebrate without it? He's about to turn 40 in June and doesn't know what to do. Our circle of friends still asks him if he wants shots, but he turns them down.
Oh,
Man,
that's
maybe
mature.
40 is the kind of cut, because the email said that when they turn 40, they cut it off. So
Yeah.
maybe that's kind of the epiphany spot where you hit 40, you like this, and I got to do better.
Well, I think you think about your health a little bit more probably around that time.
Yeah, I for me, it was reading like what what is considered an alcoholic.
Yeah.
And it's like if you drink more than 2-3 times a week, if you have more than 3 drinks in one sitting, like, and when I looked at that criteria, that's what made me try to stop drinking. Legit. Like I haven't completely stopped, but I definitely feel and relate to this letter.
Yeah.
Let's see, we got Raquel on the phone. Hey, Raquel, how you doing?
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning. What do you have for Tanaya?
So I am in a relationship with my man, and we've been together 6 years. He is a high-functioning alcoholic. I used to be. When I moved from Illinois to Florida in 2016, and I left all my friends behind, I kind of just saw that the drinking for me, it really wasn't doing it anymore. And it is a little bit rough, but we manage. I, maintain my resolve, and I think that is a big factor in everything is you have to know that you're strong enough to, how you guys mentioned before about the triggers. You got to know your triggers, and you have to know that the triggers are temporary. It's a temporary stressor. It's something that you can get over. It's just that your natural instinct is going to be to turn to the bottle, and so as long as Tanaya can ignore, if she chooses to keep dating like that, just ignore it or learn to find your own ways to deal with, being with a partner who drinks. But I think definitely getting into your later 30s and 40s is when you get those epiphanies and you decide, really what direction you want your life to take.
No, that makes a lot of sense. And the way you're explaining it, I appreciate it. The way you're explaining it means that, when you get in a serious relationship, then it's probably a better option for you. Just dating out there in the dating world, you're going to come across, hey, want shots, hey, blah, blah. Like
Right.
that's always the rage on for the night.
Sure.
If you got a real whole partner, then maybe, then they can help you along with it.
Yeah.
Then it's like a little bit more normality, Let's see here. We got Harrison. Hey, Harrison, what's up?
How you doing? I'm calling in regards to the letter, but I'm a recovering addict of 19 years.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Right. December 9th will be 19 years, but I just wanted to let everyone know that it's a book for Alcoholics Anonymous. We call it the Good Book. The Good Book tells you that.
Wait, turn your radio down. I don't want it to confuse you because the radio's got a 20-second delay, so you can turn that down.
Okay.
Okay. What you got?
So now the Good Book tells you have to change people, places, and things. That's the Alcoholics Anonymous book. Now, what I did was I changed places and people. I moved all the way from Detroit to Florida. And once I got here, seemed like everybody here was getting alcohol and drugs. I was like, I can't find nobody here that, for me. You know what I'm saying? But then when I got into the world of going back to the meeting grounds, you find people that are not drinking, that are successful. You know what I mean? So stop going back to where you used to go to. You got to change. You got to do like the Good Book tell you and go to people, places, and things. You got to change all that.
Okay.
But there's
Change up
somebody
your
out
venue.
there for you.
Aw.
Yeah.
I agree.
I appreciate it. And congratulations. 19 years ain't no slouch.
Yeah. that's a
No,
big
it
deal.
ain't. But you get to a point where you say, "Hey, this ain't me. I don't want to be like that no more."
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And look, I want to be honest with you. I was totally involved in liquor and drugs for 23 years. So I am proud of myself.
Well, that 19 is a couple years away from overtaking that 23. So you're doing pretty well, man. Congratulations
Right.
on that. All right.
Yeah. So I hope that she finds someone that she can compatible with her that's not a drinker. Tell her it is someone out there though.
Yeah. Just lean on the Good Book. All right. There's another good book, by the way.
Yeah, so it's a couple good books.
just saying.
But it kind of sounds like everybody needs to change their surroundings when it comes to it. This one out of Brooksville. I'm an alcoholic and I have a hard time finding women because of my alcoholic problem. I'm turning 40 on Saturday and I'm making the choice to stop drinking. I'm putting it my all into it. And can I get a shout out for my birthday tomorrow? My name is James in Brooksville.
Hey, James.
Hey, James, man.
Good luck with that.
Congratulations. That's a big lick right there.
There's aadating.com, by the way, if anybody's interested.
AA dating?
AA dating is an actual thing. You know how there's like Christian mingle dating and all that stuff? That is one as well.
Sponsored by
Yes.
Ciroc.
I don't know. Wait a minute.
I don't know if other people can relate, but I know for me, like when I'm not drinking, if I'm dating somebody or if I'm out with somebody and they are drinking, I feel weird trying to get with that person after they've been drinking and I'm sober.
Because you want to be on the same page.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, but I mean, I would think that I don't know if you can taste liquor on other people's.
Oh, yeah, you definitely can.
But you know what I'm saying? It really just feels rude for somebody to be like, hey, I don't eat pork, and you eat a bunch of bacon and then kiss them in the mouth.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like
rude.
you're triggering.
Yeah, for me, I think it's more so like I don't want to feel like I'm taking advantage of somebody. And I feel like if somebody's drinking and I'm not, that's exactly what I'm doing. Because I feel like they are inhibited by alcohol. You know?
My name is Melvin from Lithia. I don't drink, but my wife is a social drinker. She doesn't get drunk. But we have been married for 21 years and then been together for 25. It doesn't bother me when she does have a drink. See, I think it's much better if you're in a committed relationship.
Yeah. Well,
you're not taking home no randos and doing all of that, you know.
Yeah.
That makes it weird.
Yeah. There's somebody out there for this person, though. You just have to be a little bit more positive about it. Big life changes and decisions like this, it's a big deal. So take it seriously.
Someone asked the question, are they saying there's something wrong with drinking occasionally only? Not at all. But that's if you don't have a problem. If you're an alcoholic, you can't drink occasionally only.
Right.
You know, so they're cut it off cold turkey. I have a friend that just got really committed to church, and she cut everything. Like everything. Like, so there's no drinking, there's no 420ing, there's no cursing.
Wow.
Like, I mean, I said something the other day. I said, man, this bitch. She's like, oh, you gotta say the B. I was like, what?
That's a lifestyle change, man.
I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, now, I mean, and cut off kind of, you know, some of the people around the circle and stuff like that.
Wow.
But I passed the test. So
Yeah, well,
I thought I did.
For now,
yeah, that last word, I was like, I might get blocked too. So yeah, change your venue, just like Harrison said. You got to change that thing up. All right. Listen, we got Beat the Freaks coming up for you.
Orlando and the Freak Show.
If you loved that video, then you're going to want to check out more. Make sure you hit subscribe right below.